Let's go to Bernadette, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, WBYN. Hello, Bernadette. How are you today?
Hi, Steve. I'm hanging in there. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You are welcome. Hanging in there sometimes is all we can do. We're in the survival mode, and then eventually we can get out of it. So tell us what's going on.
Well, I'll try to make this quick. I'm a 70-year-old retired nurse. I have a 42-year-old atheist son who I've been reading about it, and I actually probably should have seen it sooner, but I believe he's a narcissist. On Mother's Day, previously he had been helping me, with heavy things and cleaning up stuff, and which was a wonderful help to me. But on Mother's Day, he really spoiled it all. We had talked briefly on the phone prior to him coming, and I didn't know he was coming because he didn't say he was, and at that point I wasn't really looking for him. But he came over, and I was at my computer, and he started ranting and raving. I mean, at the top of his lungs, he was just about the same old mantra, why haven't I done this, and all these supplements you buy, and you obsess about the food, which I don't. Mm-hmm. I have Hashimoto's. I don't know if I told you that, and that's a real bear. Yeah. But he was just going on and on and on. Okay. And he came near me. It was like right in front of my ear, like a gun barrel, and he screamed in my left ear. Then he quickly came into my face and spit in my face. Okay. Wow. I don't know if he meant to. Yeah, I don't know if he meant to intercept me picking up my water jar, but that was knocked out of my hand and went all over my keyboard. He destroyed my keyboard.
We get the picture. It is really unhealthy, and I want to be sure I can answer your question. What is it that you were wanting help?
I was trying to get him to leave. I tried to call the police. He wouldn't even let me. He kept trying to get my phone, and he was sparring with me with that about 5 or 6 times. And I finally got up. I said, "Leave, get out, and don't come back."
Wow.
So what's the question for us?
Well, I know, I've set boundaries for him, and I know you guys always talk about, well, it's not time to forgive, he has to do something. And I can't let him back in my home. I don't trust him.
Okay, so what's the question for us then?
Well, am I doing that correctly? I can't, by telling him don't come back. I just.
Well, it's a great question that allows us.
Fearful now.
Of course,
and it's a great question.
Bernadette.
It allows us to make this point that forgiving somebody doesn't mean you give them access to you again when they haven't done anything to make you not be afraid. So I would forgive him. I would work on forgiving him, and I would try maybe think about why would he be this way to you, and I would then I would totally accept him as he is, but that still doesn't mean that he should ever be in your presence again until he's done something that would reassure you he's safe.
Well, and even if, let's say he's right, Bernadette, maybe he's scared because you aren't taking care of yourself and he's been talking to you about this, and so he just lost it. Even if he's right, and I think we can...
I have been doing a lot to help myself.
Okay.
I have a new doctor.
Okay.
My son.
Okay. All right. Let us give you some help.
But even if he's right, the way he delivered his message to you was not okay. And to be able to make that distinction. So even if you sent him the message that, son, you may be right about some things, although you didn't give me a chance to tell you what I had been doing, the way in which you shared your upset with me was so hurtful and has made me so scared in our relationship. And to let him know, and for that reason, I need you to not come over unannounced. I need to like restrict our relationship just to maybe the phone or texting for now.
Alice, you have a comment here right before the break?
I told him.
Well, Bernadette,
Bernadette,
we're always called to be working towards forgiveness. There's no time limit on that. But you're correct that reconciliation depends on whether or not your son is showing any signs of regret and remorse and a willingness to change, a willingness to acknowledge what he did for you. So boundaries should be set with steps to reconciliation. So, son, if you're willing to talk about what happened, if you're willing to get into therapy, then I could reconsider us engaging. Maybe not in my home quite yet. Maybe it'd be at a restaurant instead. But that helps set the plan out of what you need for safety.
All right, I'm going to send you Forgiving Our Fathers and Mothers by Dr. Jill Hubbard to send it in the mail. When we come back, I want to talk to you about how much faith is required to be an atheist. I think to be an atheist, you really have to have a lot of faith in nothing. We'll be back after this.